this is Angie from Concord 9th. Today I'm here to walk you through our September 2019 holiday new product release. It is holiday time at Concord 9th. We release our holiday goodies a little early so you have plenty of time to get your cards, gift giving, and decorations going. This month we have a special turnabout, lots to color, bold, trendy sets, interactive dies, and even stitching. We are also carrying these beautiful foil papers, which are equivalent to about 100-pound cardstock, and they have a beautiful mirror finish. They are super easy to run through your die cut machine, and they are just stunning. I will be sharing a few details about each of these products and showing you some projects today, but be sure to check out each individual product page for more inspiring projects and even how-tos on how to use these products. Introducing Woven Stripes background stamp set. Last month we came out with woven plaid background, but this one is stripes. Stripes are so user-friendly, and so is this woven stripe stamp set. It will look fabulous as a background to all of your holiday cards, but it works great year-round and for masculine cards too. Okay, let's just show you what we've created here. So you can create your stripes going this direction, which is great. If you combine the two, you can get a card like this. And you can even stamp on colored cardstock. So look at how many choices you have just this with this one single stamp. Okay, so that is really fun. And I'm just gonna show you, it just looks great in all of these colors. Let's do this. Let's line them up like this. You've got, basically you're making your own background paper. So you've got it in reds. Here we've created it in this fun green. There's plaids. And then we've even created it with black. I mean, it doesn't matter. It just looks really cute in whatever you stamp it in. Okay, so much fun. Let me just show you a couple projects that we've created with this fun stamp set. Like I mentioned, you can make really pretty Christmas cards. This is super simple. We've just white embossed the stripes on the red cardstock, added a little label with the jolly, little sprig, and you're all set. You're done. Here's one where we did the plaid in two different colors of green ink. So we did a lighter green going this direction, darker green going this direction. We've added this cute season's greetings from our holly berry dies. On top, we added this cute foil bow, and the tree in the background is our Trim the Tree die set. Here is one for fall. Like I said, it works any time of year, and we've embossed those stripes, which is so pretty. And then we've added our Autumn Harvest masking dies on top of those stripes. Here is one where we've embossed the stripes on watercolor paper, just did a quick wash behind it, and then added in that cute snowflake and the warm wishes sentiment. So it really can, it's timeless. It can work for any time of year, masculine cards, cards for your girlfriends, anything that you want to do. So are you ready to stripe all the things? Get creative with this set and be sure to show us what you create using hashtag Concord and 9th. Introducing our Christmas Florals bundle. Does this bundle look familiar? It's similar to our popular Wonderful Florals bundle, but with a Christmas twist. These poinsettias are so fun to color with your favorite medium, and the dies are a must-have to go with it. Let me show you how they work together. Okay, so this is an excellent set for watercoloring. You do have a die, a large die that will actually cut around that full image. Okay, so if you stamp it down like this, then you can line up this die and it will cut around that full image. There's another piece in the die set which looks like this. Okay, it actually does die cut all of your letters out, the word Christmas, and I want to show you how you line this up. The C, the T, and the M are open so that when you lay this down, you can see where to line that up, and then it will die cut the rest of your letters so that it will look like this, and you have that cool peek through. What's cool about that is you can use the individual letters that die cut out like this, or what you could do is take some of our new beautiful foil paper and put that behind the letters to give it some beautiful shine. So that's what that die does. You also have an individual die that will die cut this single poinsettia right there. Other dies in this set, we gave you 2 little bits of berries so you can cut out more berries at one time. This cute little sprig. You also have this scripty Mary word, which is just tiny and fragile. It's so cute on the cards. And then you have this little label strip or banner die that actually cuts out all of these sentiments in the stamp set, which makes it easy to add those onto your cards as well. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to show you an example of what that looks like once you die cut it out and color that in. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, let me show you some projects that we've created with this set. Now, if you want to go super simple because you have a lot of cards to make, you can simply just gold emboss that entire image on colored cardstock. We added the Mary at the top with our gold foil paper. And look, you can do them in lots of different colors and it's super quick and easy. Another example, quick and easy, is this chalkboard look. So you just take your white ink pad and stamp it on black paper, and then it looks like it really has been chalked. May your Christmas be bright. And we've just added those label pieces in and used that die cut with the single poinsettia to pop this on our card. Here is another one where we didn't use the background. We just used the poinsettia and these extra berries and stamped that, made our own background paper. You also have these very large sentiments in the set that says Merry Christmas, and we've created our own label using that on top. Okay, here is another one where we did use the large Merry Christmas, added the poinsettia here, and if you can see like the extra little twigs that come, the twig die that comes in there, we've used the gold foil paper to really accent that. And the background is our woven plaid background from last month's release. Here's one if you really want to step it up where we've done watercoloring. So we've die cut this from watercolor paper, watercolored that, and then you can see the layers. We've actually put another piece of paper under there so that you can see the letters really pop. And then we added some background stamping around the edges there. This one, like I mentioned, those letters, when you die cut them out, they're fallout letters, so you can use those on their own. And we've used the silver foil paper and popped those letters on top. And the background on this one is our woven stripes background stamp. So these just make beautiful, beautiful cards. Okay. Who is ready to start coloring these cards for the holidays? Be sure to tag us at Concord 9th so we can see your beautiful creations. Here we have our new Holly Berry bundle. It is Turnabout time, but this Turnabout is special. In previous releases, we've created double Turnabouts, mini Turnabouts, but this one is a layering Turnabout. There are actually 2 Turnabouts in this one stamp set. Each can be used on their own, and they can be used to layer together. What I'm going to show you is the back of the packaging. So it will show you what it looks like stamped once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times with just the berries. The same for the foliage. Okay, and then the bigger picture down here shows them layered together. So you would first do the berries and then you'd go in and do your foliage and you'd have the full thing. But it really does look cute done individually as well. I'll also show you how these dies work. So let me get started showing you that. Okay, this is just a close-up of what the berries look like when they are stamped. Here we have the foliage stamped. Both, again, look really beautiful on their own. But here is what it looks like close up with them, with the turnabouts, 2 turnabouts layered together. Now what's cool about this is you can take these berries and swap out the colors, and really this can be used any time of year. It just looks like a cute polka dot background. Okay, here are some other pieces in the die set. Okay, you've got this Season's Greetings and also these leaves here. So you've got these that you can die cut. Here's what that looks like. Here's what these look like. We also did this little strip of circles, which allows you to make the berries. So you can die cut these in many different colors. Okay. Then if you take this and add the berries to it, then you get that cute holly berry that you can add to your projects. Okay. Then let's go over the bigger label piece. So you have this label piece, this one right here. So you'll clip the leaves and the berries off of it. And you just have this blank label that you can then go ahead and stamp with. There are extra greetings in the stamp set. So it's the most wonderful time of year. So you can build that on the blank label. There's also one that says, I think you're wonderful. So again, you can use this any time of the year. You have this Season's Greetings die, which when it's die cut, looks like this. It's really pretty. And when you stack the 2 together, it creates a background. So when you put it over the top of, say, like a busier card like this, then your sentiment will really pop. Okay, let's show you some projects that we've created with this layering turnabout bundle. Here is an example where we have done both turnabouts, layered them together. So you've got the berries and the foliage. We've put the Season's Greetings on top with the label behind it, and we have some of that die cut foliage coming out of the label piece. Really cute. Here is another one where we've also layered, and you can see that one of those layers is done with embossing. And then this is done with our new gold foil paper die cut out of there. So it's really pretty. Here is another one where we've just used the foliage turnabout, and we've die cut this with the copper foil paper and just back that. And there's embossing on the foliage as well. Give that some really fun shine. Okay, here is another one. We actually took the Season's Greetings and we clipped the frame off and just used it on its own, which is another use for your dies. And then we did the foliage turnabout, added the white berries on there, and that is our red foil paper. Here's another one where we did the stamping. We didn't use the turnabout, but there are extra pieces in the stamp set. So you can do, we just stamped, and then we doubled up that Season's Greetings, did a couple of layers and glued those together to give it some dimension, and then just added a little holly berry at the bottom there. So cute. These are really versatile. Here we've done the turnabout on black cardstock and white ink, and then we used our ornamental die to die cut that out. We've got the gold foil paper there for the topper. We've got the holly here, and then the background is with our woven stripes stamp set. That is just so cute. Okay, now I did mention that you can use these berries any time of the year. So we made another card that isn't holiday, and it just says, I think you're wonderful. Cute little polka dots. You've used the label piece and the stamps, and it isn't a holiday card. So this is more than just a holiday stamp set. Okay, are you ready to layer this holly berry turnabout? Tag us so we can see all of your very pretty creations. Introducing Merry Shapes Bundle. We think you'll be surprised at how many different things you can create with this fun bundle. These are big, bold images with coordinating dies to cut out the stamped images. We also created this bundle with the option to stamp only, stamp and stitch, stitch only, or use the stitching dies to just add fun texture without stitching. It's all up to you. So let's first go over the stamp set. Okay, you've got like trees, candy canes, ornaments, the word joy, and you have these extra fun little pieces. So let me show you what they do. In this example, we've used this tree, this little circle or polka dot here to fill in the ornaments. This piece here is the base of your tree, and then you have this right here, this little star. So if you were to just stamp, you'd use those pieces to create that cute, colorful tree. Now, we'll show you how to make an ornament. So you have this long string, okay? You also have this little ornament topper. You have the ornament here, and when you add them all together, you get a multicolor ornament that you can stamp out. Okay, in the next example, I will show you the candy cane and the candy. So you've got this piece and this piece. Okay, you also have the solids to go with it. So like for making this candy, you would stamp the solid, little darker candy, and when you stamp the two together, you have the layered candy piece. The same is true for the candy cane. It's got a solid and then the lines. So stamp your solid, the lines, and the two together make that cute, colorful candy cane. Now I'm going to show you how to use these pieces, which are the string of lights. Okay, so you have this little light filament, which is right here. You've got your string, the long string, and then you have your light bulb right here. So what you do when you, and did I say the topper and this little topper piece right here? So when you stamp those all together, and what's nice about photopolymer is this is a straight string, but you can actually bend it, just bend it on your acrylic block, and you can have your light bulb swag. Okay, so that's what all of those pieces together look like that you can make your string of lights. So that pretty much goes over the stamp set. There are different sentiments in here, like 'tis the season, wishing you happy holidays, this tiny little word merry. Again, you can spell out the word joy. Lots to do with this set. Okay, now let's go over these dies. Okay, you do have this right here. It's very hard to see what that says, but it does say merry and bright. And what's nice about this is you can either stack them. So it can say merry and bright this direction. Okay, and this is stitched. So we've gone ahead and die cut those and then stitched it with our Sew Essentials threads. Or you could stretch them out like this on your card and say merry and bright this direction. Completely up to you, but that is what those dies do. Then let's go over the tree. So you've got a solid tree, this little stitched piece, and these three little things right here, which would be the ornaments. So this gives you the options. You can just stamp and die cut it out. Let's see. So this is what it looks like if you stamp it with this and die cut it with that, just stamping. Or you can just die cut out of green cardstock, or you can do both. You can die cut this and then run it through with the stitching piece, and then you can go ahead and stitch your little tree. So we've just stitched the outside, and then we've taken the polka dot, this little stamp right here, and just stamped the inside of the tree. So you have options with that one. Oh, and I also wanted to show you what it looks like just stitched if you didn't stamp at all. So here's your stitching die, there's your ornaments, and there's also another little piece in the die, which is right here, this little square. You might wonder what that is, but that is what makes the little star on the top of the tree. So you just use that piece. So you can stamp and die cut, just die cut and stitch and stamp, or just die cut and stitch. It's a lot to tell you. Okay, let's go over how to make the ornament. So there is a large circle, right? So you've got these layered circles right here. So you can make a large ornament, and there's the little topper, or there's this smaller circle, which actually does a few different things. It will die cut the candy, and it also die cuts the light bulb. And this little piece inside the circles is what goes on top of the light bulb, the topper there. Okay, so you can die cut these in different colors. Oh, that one fell off. There you go. Die cut that one in different colors. We just die cut it with cardstock, and then we took the little stamp, little light filament stamp, and stamped it on top. Okay, so that is just that die cut ornament. Now there is another one that looks like this. Okay, so this piece right here, that is the outside. This is the inside stitching piece. And then there's this piece as well. You might be wondering what this piece is for in the set. Okay, so if you were to just die cut this and use the stitching element, then you can stitch your ornament like this. Okay, you've got your topper. You also have this line. So it's just a straight line, which would be cute as just, a border on your cards, but it also acts as a ornament string. So on this one, we've just taken this long piece and die cut the ornament string, and then used this stitching die to do the ornament. And this middle piece here is what helped create that zigzag. Okay, so this would go, well, if I could pick it up. Sorry. Okay, this goes right inside here when you die cut it, and then we just took and zigzagged our thread, but you could also stitch stripes across it if you wanted to as well. So there's lots to do with those pieces. You also have where you can die cut your candy cane, and like I mentioned, that little square, so you've got another little die in here as well. That's this one. It creates this cute diamond, which would make really fun accents on your cards. And then you had that star topper, which I've now, oh, here it is. There we go. So these two create those two when you stitch them out. So there's so much to do. What will you choose from? But we love making our stamps and die sets so versatile that you can pick and choose and just make so many different things. Okay, so let's show you some projects that we have created. Here is an example where we have just done stamping. It's flat. We've just used the two different trees and the base, and it says, "'Tis the season, quick and simple, so cute, modern, trendy, fun colors." We did the same card design, but this time we did stitching and stamping together. Okay, so these trees are die cut first, and then we stitch the inside. These two trees are flat, okay, but what we did is we stamped the solid tree down in red and a coral color, and then took the stitching die and just stitched right on the outside edge of that stamped piece. So you choose, like, they're both adorable and they're both so much fun, but it just gives it two very different looks. Here is an example where we have used the long string in the stamp set and made our joy letters ornaments. And then we did that stitching element on the ornament there in the middle with that cute zigzag pattern. Here is one that is just stamped. Like I said, we bent that string and gave our light bulbs a little swag. And it is so cute. I mean, it's pretty quick and simple to make. And we've just added the fun little thread on top. Here's one where we just did the stamping and die cutting, no stitching. So we made those candies, the two-layer candies, the two-layer candy canes. We did die cut the candy canes out and added the quick happy holidays on top. Okay, now if you really want to step it up and just do stitching, you can do that as well. So like I mentioned, that Merry and Bright can be stacked this direction, or it will fit across your cards when you lay out your dies that direction. And then we just stitched those trees and added those on top. And in the background is our woven stripes. However, it looks plaid because we did the stripes one direction and then turn and stamped it down again. Really cute card. Here's the example where we did the Merry and Bright this way. We used that long stitching die to create our hanging ornaments and stitched all of those elements on the card. Okay, now here are some fun examples of tags. Okay, so this one has that cute die that we didn't stitch. We just die cut it and stamped our ornament and then die cut the topper with some of our new foil paper. Added that cute little tiny Mary on there. Here's one with just a plain candy cane, Happy Holidays. Here's one with the letters and wishing you joy over the top. Here is one where we just used the stitching die for the tree, but we didn't do any stitching and it looks adorable. Added a little tag off there. And then you can also just make a tag that says Merry. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but we use that polka dot that creates the colorful ornaments in the tree, and we just polka dotted our own, made our own little background there. So, whew, that was a lot to show you. Based on what you've seen, will you stamp? Will you stamp and stitch? We'd love to see what you create. Please tag us at Concord 9th. Introducing our Mistletoe Messages bundle. Mistletoe is a holiday tradition that represents love, so why not add a little love to your holiday cards and gift packages? The mistletoe is large, which makes a big statement on your projects, but it would also be really cute bunched together and hung in your doorway too. Get yourself some kisses. Okay, let's go over how these work together. In the die set, you've got this label piece, and it actually die cuts all of these sentiments in the Mistletoe Messages stamp set. So you've got To From, With Love, Believe, Let It Snow, Holiday Bliss and a Mistletoe Kiss, Warm Wishes, Noel, Merry Christmas, All is Calm, All is Bright. So that one label, you can die cut all of those sentiments from. Okay, let's show you. This is the mistletoe, how big the mistletoe is. So when you die cut that out, you've got that pretty twig right there. You also have the bow that puts the cute bow on there. And then we also included this big bunch of berries. Okay, so some of them are connected, and you also have individual berries that die cut all of these. Okay, so you've got plenty of those that you can die cut out in reds and whites and this fun coral color. And then when you combine them all together, you end up with this beautiful, beautiful sprig of mistletoe. Okay, so it's pretty simple to use. Let's get in and show you some of the fun projects that we've created. Let me just move these out of the way. Okay, so here we have done that mistletoe. We actually did this in 3 different colors of green and layered them together, added in our berries. You got your Merry Christmas sentiment and the cute bow on top that is die cut from our red foil paper and our holiday pack. And the background of this is our gingham background stamp. It's just beautiful. Here is another one where we've just die cut 2 of the mistletoe sprigs in our green foil paper. Okay, added the sentiment, the cute little bow, and backed that with our woven stripes background stamp. Here is one that's more tone on tone, a little more subdued, but we've got a couple colors of the mistletoe. We die cut the berries with our silver foil paper and our holiday foil pack and added the Noel. And then we actually have that background that is done with our holly berry turnabout. Okay, here is another one where we've used the mistletoe differently. We've got some coming out the top, some out the bottom. We've done it with the white berries, added Believe in the middle, and the background is our wood grain background stamp. Or sorry, barnwood background. Oh, barnwood background, that's what it's called. I just love this card. Okay, also in the stamp set, you've got this cute little snowflake, and it does say let it snow. So make something completely different. Look at that cute card. We've got your snow coming down and the cute little let it snow in the middle. And then I did mention this is really great for gift packaging as well. I mean, just this cute, simple package. Okay, we've just got the cute mistletoe on top, added our jolly die and a little name around it, and you can quickly embellish your gift packaging so well. Okay, what will you do with this mistletoe bundle? Add it to cards, add it to packages, whatever you choose. Share the love this holiday season. Here is our Silent Night bundle. This stamp set and coordinating dies are so sweet. I mean, look at this little manger. You can stamp on your cards using just the Silent Night stamp set or embellish with the So Silent Night dies. The dies are unique in that there are regular dies in the set and stitching dies too. The choice is yours whether you stitch or not. Let me show you how these work. Okay, so in the die set, you've got this large label piece, which will die cut this large label. You also have inside that, you've got a stitching element so that you can then put a stitch around your label, or you can just leave it with the die cut holes. It looks really cute, not stitched. Okay, here is what it looks like when you stamp inside and we've stitched around. So you've got Silent Night that fits nicely this direction in the label. And you also have Oh Come Let Us Adore Him that fits great inside the label that direction, and that is stitched. Okay, so there are some options. Now I'm going to go over all of the little pieces with you. Okay, so you do have a little die to die cut your stamped manger. You also have this tiny little star that will die cut these cute little stars that you could like put right here above the manger. Okay, anyway, you've got those two die cuts. You also have a star, okay, that will die cut this star. You have a stamped version of the star, and you also have this die. Okay, so this funny looking die actually makes it so that you can stitch a star like that. So you've got die cut, stamped, or stitched. And those are the two pieces that you use for the star. Okay, I'm gonna line these up so you can actually kind of see how it goes. Okay. Then there are all of these fun different sprigs and different bits of foliage. Okay, so here is one that you would use. So you've got this die cut and this die cut. So you've got the die cut version, the stamped version, and the stitched version. And that's those two pieces. Now you have some that look very similar, but they're going opposite directions, which makes it great for layering. So you've got the die cut version with the regular die cut, the stamp, and then the stitched version, which is that die cut. Okay, it looks opposite because you'd flip that over to do your stitching. Okay, you also have this piece. You've got the die cut version, the stamped version, and the stitched version. So there's your die cut for the regular, you've got your stamp inside the stamp set, and then your stitching piece. There are also these cute little leaves. Okay, so you've got two different sizes of the leaf. You've got your stamped version, and then you have your die cut version. You also have this one with the die cut version, stamped, and there's your stitched piece. Okay, lots of little pieces going on. Oh, and don't forget, you might be wondering what this piece is. It's right here in the die set. But this little bunch you can use with these berries, and we have just stitched them. If you can see, we've stitched around the outside, but you could like go over the top and crisscross them how you want, but we just stitched around the edges and made ourselves some little berries. Okay, So that is a lot going on with this die set, but it is so fun to use and makes such pretty cards. So excuse me while I slide all of this over so that I can show you some projects that we created. First thing I want to do is show you some cards that are very similar in layout, but we chose to either just stamp and stitch, die cut, and so on. Okay, this is the stamped version. It's all flat. We just added the little die cut manger. So that is the stamped version. On this one, it's just the regular die cuts off to this side. So we just put the little manger there and did all of the fun layering of those die cuts around the word Silent Night. Okay, this one is all three. Okay, we have done stamping, regular die cutting, and stitching all around Silent Night. And then this one is all stitched. Okay, so all of those die cuts around there have the stitching elements. So they all look very similar, but depending on what treatment you want to do, you can pick and choose, mix and match. I just think that is so cool. Okay, there's that example. Here is an example where we did the large sentiment in the middle. We stitched around the outside, put some regular die cuts on there, and then did all of our stamping and layering of those images behind the label piece. Here's another one where we did both. Okay, we've got the sentiment in the middle. We've done regular die cutting and stitching in different colors, and it's just beautiful. I don't know if you can see that shine on there, but those die cut elements are with our gold foil paper that comes in our holiday foil paper pack. Here is one where we just did the stamping. Okay, we took these cute little sentiments and the little berries, and we went ahead and colored some of the elements. And here is another one that is so cute. We've got Oh Holy Night, Oh Night Divine. We've got some of the stitched and the die cut elements coming out of the manger, your cute little star on top, all on the label. And then behind it is our woven stripes background stamp. Okay, so the question is, will you stamp only? Will you stamp and die cut? Just stamp, die cut, and stitch? We are hoping this bundle brings you peace and love this holiday season. Here is our stocking stuffers bundle. Many of you loved our mail drop bundle, which had an interactive mechanism in the die that allowed you to lift up messages from the little envelope. Well, we thought that was also a really fun idea for these cute stockings. Not only can you color all the things with your favorite medium, but you can surprise your recipients with hidden messages. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you an example so you know what I'm creating. So here's the cute stocking. It's all colored and decorated. And when you pull out the top, you have a hidden message in your stocking. We just think that is so fun. So I'm going to actually show you how to do that part. The first thing I want to show you though is in the stamp set, you've got a striped stocking and this plain stocking. But there's also a couple of other little elements in the stamp set, these little stitched pieces, so that you can create a stocking with patches. So you're going to stamp down your plain stocking. You'll take the curved piece for the toe, this little straight piece you stamp twice for the ankle or the heel. That's not your ankle, that's a heel. And then this piece goes across the top for the cuff. Okay, so you can either have a plain stocking, this one, or your striped. Okay, now let me show you how to do the mechanism. What you're going to do is take your card and a stocking and decide where you want the stocking on your card. Okay, then you'll take this little die that comes in the set. It's right here. This is the straight piece that's going to allow the message to come in and out of the card. So you want it a little bit below the top of the stocking, not too far down or your message won't come out far enough, but you want it far enough down that it's hidden behind the stocking. So you'll just decide where you want that and then run this through your die cut machine so that you get your card that has your opening. Okay, then what you'll do is take this piece in the die set, which is this right here. This is going to be the piece that slides up and down. Okay, so I've taken this, I've stamped the cute ho 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 from the stamp set. And what you'll do is you'll go from behind and slide that in, and see these little, it's got little pieces that stick out the side longer than the slot that prevents it from coming all the way out. So that's what's gonna slide. That's it, that's all it takes. And then you're going to put your stocking back over the top, and then you can slide that in and out. Okay, super easy to do, but such a fun surprise. So let me show you some other pieces in the die set because there is a lot going on. Okay, you do have this big stocking that I mentioned, die cuts, the striped or the plain stocking. You also have these little bundles, okay? So you have got a bundle of poinsettias. I guess it's one poinsettia. Then you also have this bundle of candy canes and fun sprigs. And you also have this bundle of presents and sprigs. So these die cut, these stamped images that go on the top, that's what you pull in and out of the stocking. Okay, so that's those. You can also build your stocking out of cardstock. So you've got your plain die cut. Then you also have the cuff at the top. Okay. You also have your little toe corners and heel corners that make these. We also included this row so that you could make them little buttons on the stocking. Okay, so you've got buttons. This also doubles, this piece here doubles as berries, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But okay, so then when you add all of these together, then you get this cute stocking with the toe, the heel, and the cuff at the top, and then your cute little buttons. So make that out of all different colors of cardstock that you want to. Now, another thing to note that a couple of these little sentiments in the stamp set fit on the cuff. Okay, so you'll stamp Holly Jolly or Very Merry right on the cuff of your stocking. Then you also have, with this piece, I mentioned you've got hidden messages. You've got some sentiments in here that fit right in here. So you've got, you're on my nice list, sending you some holiday cheer, and you've got the ho, ho, ho. Now, let's talk more about embellishing the stocking. Okay, so you've got this piece here, which says joy. You have this cute snowflake that you can use that fits really cute on the front of the stocking as well. You've got these cute little sprigs that you can use, okay, that die cut these that you could have come out the top of your stocking. We also included these little holly pieces, and again, I mentioned that this doubles. So if you die cut these out of green and then use those berries, then you've got some holly berry that you can put like on the stocking or on the cuff. Very cute. Okay, and then we also created this little tag. Now this tag, which is, where is it? Right over here in the die. So you've got this cute tiny little tag, and it has a dual purpose, okay? So die cuts that little tag. You can stamp Noel on there. There's a little one that says to you. You can stamp. But also in the stamp set, there's this little image right here that says pull here. Okay, this is not only a tag, but it can double as your device or your little message on your card right here that tells your recipient to pull it out so they know what to look for. Okay, we created this cute little bow to go with the tag. And then you also might wonder, why did they put a little fish in the stocking stamp set? That is not what that is. This is actually a little stocking hanger. Okay, so when you die cut that out, let me move these other pieces, you can actually put it behind like that to look like the little hanger that's going to hang the stocking. Okay, so it's not a little fish, it's just a little hook. Okay, now what is also cool is we do have some other dies in our release this month, like our So Merry dies that have this cute candy cane in it that you could like put a giant candy cane coming out the top. So mix and match your dies, but this is what this die set does, which is a lot. Okay, so let me show you some fun projects that we made, and I'm just gonna slide all of this out of the way so that we can go over the projects. Okay, I mentioned this one, I've shown you this one. We die cut this out, added the little cuffs and stamped it, stamped our little, the little bundle with the candy canes, added our pull here tag with the cute message, sending you some holiday cheer. And this is just backed with our woven stripes background stamp. Here's another one where it's simplified. We didn't color it, we just stamped the stripes and the plain stocking with the cute snowflake on it. See, there's a snowflake in the stamp set. And then added our sentiment with the little bow. So it can be super simple, or you can step it up. Here's one where we've done lots of decorating. So we've got the cuffs on the stocking, we have the little hangers, added a snowflake, it says sending joy. We've got the holly sprig and these cute little sprigs with the tag and the little bow. These berries and the bow are done with our foil paper. This is just adorable, and 3 stockings fit really nicely across the card this direction. The background of this is our stripes and same stamp set as well. Okay, here's another one where we fit 3, and we've got 2 bundles with 2 messages. So you pull here, it says ho, ho, ho. You pull here, and it says you're on my nice list. So we just think that that is so much fun to be able to add those little stuffers at the top and be able to interact with your cards. Okay, here's one. We've actually done some home decor. So we did all of these cute stockings, stamped them with our woven plaid background stamp in different colors, added the Let's Be Jolly on top, and that would just be adorable sitting on your mantle or on your entryway table to decorate for the holidays. Here's another idea too. Be sure and do it for your gift packaging as well. So we've got this cute little pillow box. Okay, you also have the hidden message that comes out, says Holly Jolly. We've got the cute foil papers. We've also added in a little initial because this says to Rachel. We've added a cute little gold foil initial, and this one is from our double cut alphabet dies, which is a perfect size for this cute little stocking. And the background is our woven plaid background stamp. Okay, there is so much going on with this, but it is so much fun. How many paper stockings will you be stuffing and coloring? You know, a cute friend did suggest making tags with the names as the hidden message. So you could actually pull this out and they'd have to look for their name to discover who they are. What a great idea. Be sure to show us what you create by hashtagging Concord 9th. Okay, here it is, our full September 2019 holiday new product release. We hope you're as excited as we are to start creating with these products. Be sure to check out each individual product page for more inspiring projects and how-tos. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and YouTube. Tag us when you make projects too. Use hashtag Concord 9th. Happy crafting!